Oh, hey there, neighbor.
How is it going? Because the weather sucks now and it's cold. Only perk of actually us being in Wisconsin is the fact that, I mean, besides the rest of the automotive world and all the YouTubers and all the cool people live in California, we don't have super high taxes, and the winter stops spiders from turning into the size of my cat, which is pretty cool. However, it makes for crummy attitudes. Either way, since we're stuck inside because it's cold and it's raining, we got to talk about another round of rookie mistakes. This one, judging by some cars out there in the World Wide Web, probably need this one. I'm Alex at.fi on Instagram, and today's episode of Alex staring awkwardly at the camera and praying the editor can turn it into a joke of some kind, we're gonna be talking about the good, the classic, the old-fashioned rookie mistakes people make when they go to try and make their wheels fit. Because it happens. Won't you be my neighbor? And I would actually have my flippy hair, but it's not there. It's not there today. It's a little deflated, a little limp. And of course, as you jump into this video, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep making banging videos like this. And if you're feeling, you know, amped up to pick up some wheels or just drool on your keyboard because you just can't do the wheel purchase thing yet, be sure to check out FitmentIndustries.com, where we have it all, like wheels and tires and suspension. Bet you didn't see that one coming. I realistically say that the first and biggest rookie mistake that people make when they go to try and make their wheels fit, there's a lot of them, would probably be like not truly understanding the potential like damage and sort of like difficulty that comes along with rolling your fenders. Now, you've seen all of those YouTube videos before where they take like a baseball bat or something, or maybe sometimes they just pray that if they heat it up enough, they can just yank on it, which sometimes work. But you've also seen like the poor kid that uses the wooden baseball bat and he rolls the rear fenders, and then it just ends up looking like some nice, crusty, warm beach waves, which is not what we have in Wisconsin right now, but I'm assuming that all the cool kids in Cali do. But it actually is a little bit unfortunate because then your fenders look like they got absolutely thrashed. Now, you don't want to try to roll your fenders so low the first time because that's how you fail. That's going to be ultimately a dangerous game that you're not really gonna win. You're gonna want to have somebody come over and maybe has done it a few times because they're gonna have tips and tricks on your fenders if they've worked on that car before. Heaters, rollers, things that mount up to the hub, and everything in between to try and minimize the amount of damage when they go to roll your fenders. A lot of people think that the only tool they have to make their wheels fit is rolling their fenders, and it makes sense, but there's a whole nother round of bits and pieces, clues and DLC, if you will, that your car actually probably won't end up once you get into actually making your wheels fit, because you're just gonna have to remove things, you know? You end up removing like your fender inner plastic bits and all that. Now, if you can manage to save those pieces, I'm proud of you. But the tighter the setup, the more unlikely that's honestly going to be. And here is why. Now, if you imagine a wheel well, right? You would assume that the little plastic liner in there that helps keep some of the electrical stuff dry and the engine bay clean would be smooth. Like a nice, smooth, right? No, it's not, because those inner liners have these bump outs, they have these vents, they have indentations all over the place, and every other type of shape that ultimately doesn't make it a nice, smooth surface. And you'll have it end up being something that you rub on because you have a tight fitment, or you went for maximum width on your wheel because you want to be a cool kid. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna decide if you're gonna wanna take it out or just let it rub until the whole thing just breaks off. The choice is ultimately yours, but what you can do if you're looking to keep the inner fender liners is heat them up, push them out, or put a book on them or something like that. That'll help push out the bump stops, in case you're wondering. And there's a whole lot of things going on in the good old wheel wells, but one of the biggest things that becomes one of the biggest issues, especially with those guys and gals out there that have big brake kits, either from factory or aftermarket, is you not accounting for the fact that you've got the big brake boys in the front or rear, and then you automatically go to throw your wheels on, mostly because you're absolutely ecstatic about installing them because you got them.
FitmentIndustries.com.
But then when you mount it up, you're gonna hear a metal on metal noise and not the metal on metal noise that you want. The wheel's not gonna sit where it's supposed to. It's not gonna mount on. And then a fit of rage will come and you'll wonder, what did I do in my past life for me to deserve this. Big brake kits are becoming especially more common on cars these days, especially the ones with the performance trims, which is pretty much every single car out there these days. And if you're lame and don't get wheels from us, and they don't check if you have a big brake kit, then you're gonna end up with wheels that could potentially not clear, especially with wheels that have a super flat profile and very minimal concavity. But that doesn't mean that if you have a concave wheel that it's automatically gonna fit. Now, a lot of sport compact brands like Cosmis and Konig and Lowtek and NK specifically build their wheels around brake clearance because they're more of the sporty racing style wheel, which is why you won't see many of their wheels feature a ton of concavity on their wheel designs, but mostly just a super deep mounting pad, so you never have to worry about your big brake clearance becoming an issue for those wheels. If you keep the wheels because you didn't get them from us and they won't take them back, so you decide, I've got it, I'm just gonna get some spacers and I'll be golden. So you type in the spacer information, you go on Amazon, they're somehow $20, they're made of metal, which is good enough for you. So you throw them on, then get the wheels on, and magic happens for you. And now your wheels are mounted up to your car. You go to throw your wheels on and quickly realize that when you're going to tighten them down, you have a little bit of what we would call an ope moment, because your OEM lugs don't fit the aftermarket wheel holes, and or you've got about half a thread left to tighten your wheels onto your car. No Douglas are gonna save you there, son. It's just not gonna work, okay? And because you didn't get spacers from us and didn't tell you that you're gonna need longer studs, your now 25mm spacers are pretty much useless. And that deserves a shame moment. If someone told you this sort of stuff so you didn't make these mistakes, it probably would have helped you. Maybe somebody, maybe somebody is trying really hard to grow a beard. But I just don't think it's gonna happen. A lot of times rookie mistakes happen because somebody is going to purchase their first set of wheels and want their setup to look like somebody that's purchased their 10th set of wheels, or have gone in to really measure their own wheels. And they end up going through all of these issues because the other person that was more experienced knew all of this stuff, and that's what we don't want you to do. So if you're looking to go with a more aggressive fitment, if you're looking to go with something that's gonna be a really close, tight setup, you're gonna wanna make sure that you look at some of these things and make sure that you don't have to get any sort of wheel spacers, or that you don't have to worry about getting extended lug nuts or bolts or studs or anything like that, because it is going to be a pain unless you're willing to do that. Which, I mean, in all the grandest scheme of things, this is kind of a roller coaster, more of a storyline than a list. But either way, we need more ideas from you guys and gals for future videos, so let us know what you'd like us to talk about next, and we'll add it to the old docket. Apparently people don't like it when I say docket. Apparently that's not a thing. But if you're looking to purchase some good old wheels, tires, or suspension and don't want to go through the hypothetical story that I just shared with you, go on over to fitmentindustries.com. And if you don't even want to do that, you know what? Fine. I'll have my ramen and I just cry a little bit. But at least subscribe so we can keep making awesome videos like this. I'm Alex from Fitment Industries. I love you. I'll see you later. Peace.